Spooky season is upon us once more, and Halloween Haven is back with a list of our top 10 Halloween costumes for 2024. Halloween creeps closer every second, so there's no time to waste. Let's kick off our list of classic, comical, and culturally relevant costume ideas for this year with number 10. Just as Tiger King awoke people's inner tiger 4 years ago, this year Chimp Crazy showed us that there's more than monkeying around to the monkey business. Tanya Haddox headlined this docuseries, and the Chimp Queen herself gave us more than a few iconic looks to choose from. Grab a curly blonde wig, an all pink getup, and throw a couple stuffed animal monkeys on yourself and go chimp crazy for Halloween. Creeping in at number 9, Mr. and Mrs. Smith gave us one of the easiest couples costumes to pull off this year. Any understated but classy look will do. Just make sure your outfit is built for form and function. But don't make it too easy on yourself. Add some dirt and blood to your tattered clothing to show people your mission was a success. Mostly. So go undercover with your better half this year. Just remember to keep up appearances as the happy couple you are. The Merc with a Mouth made his triumphant return to the big screen this summer, and as an added bonus, he brought an iconic friend with him this time. And with so many different Deadpool variants in the movie, your body type and even your gender isn't a hindrance. Plus, if you run into another variant of your costume out there in the multiverse, it won't be a problem. But if Deadpool isn't your style, Wolverine is never out of fashion on Halloween. With either look, you're sure to kick some butt this year. Few movies in 2024 had more hype than Dune Part 2. And the explosive sequel delivered more than just a box office success. It also gave us a unique, iconic costume idea. From Paul Atreides to Chani and the Fremen, the Dune stillsuit is the fashion of choice on Arrakis. Or walk a different path and terrorize the town as Fade Routha. But for the more recognizable look, put together your best stillsuit, wrap a scarf around your head, and toss a bit of glimmering sand into your pockets to bring it all together. Just take it easy on the spice. One classic Halloween costume idea came back into the zeitgeist after a reimagining of The Crow flapped its way into theaters this year. While the new Crow look is certainly, distinctive, nothing beats the original.
Nobody better show up as the Crow. Every costume party, there's like 14 guys come dressed like the Crow because they want to look hot and hook up.
Your Halloween costume turned out perfect.
Yeah, it's okay.
So dust off that leather trench coat I know you have, paint on a happy face, and rise from the dead as Eric Draven in search of revenge the day after Devil's Night. And as an added bonus, pair this costume with Eric's slain fiancée, Shelley. All you need is a bloody wedding gown, and a love that not even death can put an end to. Few moments this year were more iconic than the blunder from Down Under. Raygun stole the show at the 2024 Olympics with her mind-bending and mind-numbing moves this summer, just not in the way that she had hoped. But at least she breakdanced her way into our hearts. And in the process, she gave the world one of the best Halloween costume ideas for this year. You could even dress up as Zombie Raygun to make her performance make a little bit more sense. So pick up a green tracksuit, hat, and sweatbands, and adorn yourself in the Australian flag as you bust some moves worthy of waking the dead this year. You get the idea. Beetlejuice costumes have been a Halloween staple ever since the iconic black and white pinstripe suit walked out on the big screen in 1988. And while you don't need an excuse to say his name and reach down into the creepy crawly well to don this Halloween classic, this year it's more relevant than ever, with the sequel Beetlejuice Beetlejuice being summoned into theaters 36 years after the original. Suit up as the pesky poltergeist himself, or go goth as Lydia or Astrid Dietz for All Hallows Eve. Just be careful what you wish for if you say his name 3 times.
The deuce is loose.
Much like Beetlejuice, the Joker costume has been a common Halloween sight for a long time. The clown prince of crime has come in many different forms over the years, with Joaquin Phoenix being the latest to make the role his own. And while the recent Joker musical sequel was mostly off-key and out of tune for most audiences, the costumes still remain terrifically twisted candidates for your Halloween getup. Dig out your cheap red suit, put it over a yellow vest and green shirt, and bust out the face paint to clown around in this costume after its recent return to relevance this Halloween. And ladies, you aren't left behind with this idea either, as Lady Gaga gave you more than enough costume inspiration in this movie. Even better, pair the 2 costumes and paint the town red as the Joker and Harley Quinn this year. Staying in the city of Gotham, the Penguin has been a pleasant surprise. Led by some captivating characters, the show has been a satisfying dive into the Gotham underworld that Matt Reeves' The Batman brought to life. And on a holiday where we parade around as monsters and murderers, who better to emulate than Colin Farrell, who's been absolutely killing it in a fat suit. So now's the perfect time to suit up as the Penguin and look like you're ready to have people sleeping with the fishes.
You know, maybe you don't like me. It's fine. I'm an acquired taste.
And ladies, you can class it up as the aspiring crime family femme fatale herself, Sophia Falcone. Just make sure to keep that bubbling sense of insanity right beneath the surface to pull the character off. The Penguin costume works best on someone of Oswald Cobblepot's portly proportions, but even if you don't fit the mold, don't let that deter you. Just put in some gold teeth, comb over your hair, and practice your gangster waddle as you bring the Penguin to life this Halloween. Before we get to number 1, I wanted to hand out some quick honorable mentions to 3 good costume ideas that just barely missed making our list this year. The first, Inside Out, put plenty of emotions as well as Halloween costume ideas on display, and this year's sequel was no different. From joy and anxiety and disgust to anger, envy, fear, and sadness, there's a whole range of emotions to choose from. Plus, there are endless ways you can tweak the look and truly make the emotion your own, and it makes for a great group costume idea. After raking in the most Emmys by one series at a single award show, Shogun certainly made an impact, and it left viewers begging for more. Unfortunately, it'll be a while before we get season 2, but you can honor the hit show for at least one more night this Halloween. There are plenty of looks to pick from an ornate kimono to a full-on set of samurai armor, so let your imagination run wild. Just make sure to not completely besmirch your honor this year. For our last honorable mention, we're lighting up that Olympic torch once more, this time as Team USA. Cover yourself in red, white, and blue from head to toe, drape yourself in the American flag, and toss on as many gold medals as you can find to add a little patriotic to your chaotic this Halloween. And for the number 1 spot, we're taking it back to the real world. The Menendez Brothers have surged back into the public discourse 35 years after their infamous double murder of their parents in Beverly Hills. And while fictional serial killers are a common sight each October, what could be more sinister than a couple of real killers? And who needs an excuse to bring that preppy 90s style back? Plus, Lyle gives us an excuse to toss on a cheap toupee. For a comical twist on Lyle and Eric, mix and match some pieces together and turn the two into the Mario Mendez Bros. While the deadly duo killed in the literal sense, dress up as the preppy pair and kill it in the metaphorical sense for a particularly relevant and irreverent Halloween costume. Splash some blood on your blazer for an especially brutal look, but leave the shotguns at home. And that does it for Halloween Haven's top 10 costume ideas for 2024. Let us know in the comments what you think about any of these ideas, if you plan to use any, or what you're planning to dress up as this Halloween in the comments below. Also remember to like the video and subscribe to Halloween Haven for more videos on all things Halloween. Thank you for spending some of your spooky season with us today, and
Happy Halloween.